podcast. I'm your host, Lydia.
And I'm Fati
This is Two Mics No Limit.
with the cane.
With the What happens when you get rid of the cane now?
I think I'm gonna just keep carrying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I gotta start carrying it because like my friend said that it's like my identity now.
I am dead.
I was sitting there at work twirling it around and stuff, like, and she was like, I can't imagine you without the cane anymore. And I was like, so when I first had the cane, you was laughing at me. Now that you can't see me without the cane, like, and I was like, you know what, you might be right. So, but
yeah, we want you back to normal. Maybe when you get older, like in your 80s or 90s. Amen.
I hope I see 80 or 90, but to be honest, if I start looking raggedy, like just put me out my misery.
My grandpa just turned 80 today.
Wow.
That like
Happy
I'm
birthday
like,
to your grandpa.
Thank you. The guy is so strong. He still goes jogging in the mornings. He like works, like he lifts weights, and I'm like, you're 80. I'm 26 and I'm out of breath.
Yeah,
I came out of stairs and I'm out of breath.
Get your fitness up.
And that's what he was telling me. Like my parents lived till they're very old, and then my grandma's mother lived to like 108 before she died. And then my grandma is
I'm all like, that's not bad. That's like great.
Yeah. My grandma is 73. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe the cards are like with me. They're not, the cards are with
me. Let's pray. Because God willing, you will also see 108.
Amen. Eesh, 108.
Because my grandparents, they lived to be old, but they are old. they passed on.
You know, my great grandmother, she was walking with a cane. And she would, unless before I think her dying days, that's when she was bed rest. But the lady wanted to get up.
Good.
I'm like, but they lived in the village though. You know, when everything is organic, fresh.
Exactly.
Like there's no much pollution.
They live longer.
There's not somebody that's gonna, God forbid, like rob you and like all that stuff. So they were very preserved. They were like, So
the one main memory I have of like my grandparents, they like when they came to this country, mind you, they were old, and they came to America or whatever, and at that time I was like 6, 7, like I was very young, and we went to Six Flags, and like they got on this one roller coaster, and they were like on that roller coaster like screaming yo, I wish like my mom could tell the story because she tells it way better. Like it was just so funny. And I'm like now that I'm, just a little bit older thinking about it, I'm like, why did you have these old people on a roller coaster? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh my God, I could not imagine my grandmother on a roller coaster. Oh my God.
And if I showed you a picture of like my grandpa, for example, this is on my dad's side, because my grandpa on my mom's side passed even before like I was born. But on my dad's side, like he had a cane actually, but he was he was old. Like and I'm just like trying to think like why would he even get on this roller coaster? But you know what?
YOLO.
Like, okay, like so
happy birthday, Grandpa, if you're watching this. I love you.
Hey, young, could you please don't have your grandpa watch this? No.
They probably do. My family be sneaky. They be watching stuff.
I'm telling, I promise you, like, yes. Like, it is like,
I mean, it gets to a point where, like, you're like, I'm 26. They're talking about children now, and just like, so they expect some certain things. So it is what it is.
It's still a little like, in my head, I'm a teenager. In my mind.
I know. I need to grow out of that though and be serious.
Nah, I don't. Maybe like when I'm 40, I'll be serious more about life. I'm telling you.
Imagine like I'll 40
and I'm doing cartwheels still. You'll be like, yo, grow up.
Or like 40 and at that those the boys around here that throws like the buffalo parties and stuff. You'll be 40 God. Like in the middle of like the road twerking.
Yo, like on top of somebody's car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Be like twerking on top of somebody's car.
That's the people that I honestly believe they refuse to grow.
Exactly.
They refuse to accept the fact that you're 40. You don't belong here.
Like,
you might look like you're in your 20s, but honey, you don't belong here.
Amongst a lot of because once I hit like around 40, if I'm going to an event, it gotta be like 35 plus. Because there's a different type of, like, it's a different environment. Yes. It's classy. You know, like, it's, you know, it might, even if it get a little ratchet, it's like classy ratchet. Like, you know what I mean?
Like your age ratchet.
Yeah, it's like your age
Like,
group.
I remember they were throwing this one at, was it, how many years ago? No, it's not been about 2 years, I would say. I went in there, girl. These girls are drunk out of their minds. One of them is standing with, like, on top of the DJ booth. You know when the DJs are like behind? I looked at B and I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Because what is happening? But also you gotta remember like what city we in. I'm so not shocked.
This is what I was going to in college. Like, what, I felt so old. Like, I wasn't even that old. I felt so old in that place. I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like, and even now, like, 29, I hate stuff that's like, 21-year-olds are like, it's like, oh my God, so like weird. I don't want to be around y'all. Like 25 plus, maybe, like, okay, well, not maybe, yeah, like put me around 25 plus people. Like, I can't. It's like, and then if I look around and all y'all look like you just like you fresh and young, age, like
their age.
I gotta go. So like I actually enjoy 30 plus events, but I've been enjoying 30 plus when I was like 27.
Because I feel like it's like, also how that person carries himself. Like some people are older, but they do act like they're teenagers.
I know, like, exactly.
It's like they grew up and left their brain behind. So it's like that. I totally understand, but to me, I just cannot.
Exactly.
But anyway, we want to get into the story of today. Your lady that you battling with?
Oh no, I'm not battling with her.
You be battling on Twitter, girl.
I be fighting for my life a little bit, but like, you know, right now there's people still going back and forth. Like, and I checked out. I don't got time for this, but it's really these two people that's been arguing since 9:00 this morning.
Okay, what? Tell the viewers.
Yo, they worked the whole shift. I clocked into work. I got out of work, and even till now, we filming and it's 8:00 and they're still arguing, bro. I'm not like, and I wish I was exaggerating. You could like check the timestamps and it's like, God damn, like y'all still going. Like, anyway, so this girl said, I'm a body count girly. First of all, what the hell is a body count girly? But anyway, she said I'm a body count girly, and I do think that it makes me better than people. No shade. So mind you, she tweeted about like, you know, being a baby mama. Basically, she has 2 kids, like, and a boyfriend or whatever. So I was like, well, you're still unmarried with a child. So who exactly are you better than? Because like for me, it's like you're like, again, you're a single mom. Like, you know, you didn't get chose. Nobody put a ring on your finger. So your low bodies didn't really get you picked. Because like all these people who like to like talk about like, you know, like body count and stuff. Because first of all, I just think we're too old to be even discussing stuff like that. Like, honestly. But it's like, okay, you talk about body count and stuff because a lot of men talk about like wanting, you know, women that are like untouched or women who don't have a lot of like partners, whatever. Like, and granted, okay, that's cool. I understand, like, whatever. That's your preference. That's cool. But for a woman to like try to, you know, say like, oh, well, I have low body count, so I'm better than the next person. But
I think that
you didn't, but you still got nutted in and like couldn't even get like.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so I have a few things to say about that, but I'm going to try to keep my train of thought. Sometimes with her having, like you said, the kids with no relationship from the dad or whatever, might be her saying that, well, at least my body count is low to make her feel better.
Oh, exactly.
In herself.
Exactly.
So with that, like, if you got to be delulu to make it, shoot, be delulu to make it. And when she says about the body count situation, I feel like you shouldn't make that your personality.
Thank you.
But I do understand where she's coming from in a way where, like, to me myself, like, I try my hardest not to have too many. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's not part of my personality. Like, exactly. You don't make it like, oh, because you do this, so I'm better than you. Like, No.
Like, that's so weird. Like,
no, because everybody have their own experiences. Sometimes you might be thinking, oh, this guy is for me. And then I know somebody that we both know, I don't want to mention names, like, the girl did the whole 30-day thing to make sure that she doesn't get used, she doesn't get turned out. And then the guy knew what he was doing. He played the long game.
Of course.
He dead ass played the long game, like treated her like a dog doing the activity, and then dumped her.
Yeah.
At that point, what do you want her to do? Jump over the bridge? Because it wasn't something that she could control. Exactly. You might consider that, okay, well, now your body count is 6 now. It's not on one finger no more. So, yeah.
Like, yeah. So, like,
what is she supposed to do?
Just, like, clown shit. Like, so there were people that were responding, like, saying, like, oh, someone's triggered. And I'm like, no, actually, I'm not. Like, because I do have, I do value having a certain type of, like, respect for myself. I'm trying to word it properly. Like, right. I'm trying to, like, I don't allow just anyone or, like, all these people access to me. Like, you can't sit here and say that you experienced me. Like, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not about trying to seem more desirable for the male, like for the guy, to try to tell, oh yeah, well, I don't have a lot of bodies, like, just so I could, like, appease, like, this man or whatever. It's not even about that. It's about myself. Like, it's about, like, certain principles that you're raised on, like, as far as, like, just being a little bit more intentional with the partners that you choose.
Exactly. I think that's where that's more important to me. It's like who I choose to be around, and it's more spiritual than anything.
Exactly.
And then also I grew up with my grandparents, so they put it in your head. Like, I remember my first boyfriend. You get to a point where it's like I'm battling between how I was raised and the reality that I'm being faced. And as a teenager, you're going through and you're like, wait, but there's the first person that you gave your body to, whatever. It's like, no, it has to work because that's how I was raised. That's how my parents trained me to be. Like, you got to marry now. You got to marry now. But it's like the way they're treating you is not okay. So are you going to stay in that situation or grow up and move forward? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Or because you feel like, oh, well, you can't like move on and get like, and all of that is because, like, it's like it is like a male-centered.
And it could also be like how you're raised, though, because I battled with that thing for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, it actually took me a very long time to adjust to the mentality of, like, that's you're going to go through a few frogs to find your prince.
Right.
So, but I remember, like, that was the big part where it's like I almost felt like to me, I was losing whenever, like, you might have had sex with somebody and you didn't end up where
with that
envisioned.
Person. Exactly.
Like, I felt like, damn, like
I just wasted this.
I lost to them. It almost felt like I lost to them. That's how I felt. Like, that's how, so it made me, like, I had to battle with that for a while and be like, you know what, that's normal. Like, people probably have went through the same situation. You're not the only body in this situation, but moving forward, you need to be more, like, my boyfriend would say, like, I'm so difficult to deal with. I'm like, look, I gotta vet you. Like, you know what I mean? Exactly. But it's not, I don't know. To me, it was a mental thing.
But it usually is, though. Like, it usually is a mental thing. Like, and even when I was, like, kind of, like, talking to some of these, like, people who are just like, you must have a lot of, and it's like, no, what she said is goofy. Because, I'm, like, I don't think that I'm better than another woman just because I didn't sleep with as many women. I mean, sleep with as many men as she did. And like, I don't think that, because at the end of the day, I'm still single.
Do you know what's funny too?
Like, what am I even gaining from any of it?
It's not written on your forehead.
Exactly. So right now, if I wanted to lie and say I was a virgin, you gonna tell me I'm not?
Well, maybe just say one, because your hymen is still
like, yo, and I also think that that's like high key. Like, you're not gonna know.
Girl, but the thing is, how you gonna be a virgin and the moment the guy sticks it, it just and then it just moist?
Girl, just do your Kegels. He won't know.
There is no fight. There is no nothing like damn.
Like,
am I stretching you or what?
That's not even gonna be what the tell all is. That's not gonna be the tell all. You know what's gonna be like how he's gonna know I was lying? When like, you know, were you doing tricks on it?
That's what I'm saying.
Were you doing tricks on it?
Ooh. Because you can't tell me the first time that somebody, like, people have sex, they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
They don't. You're uncomfortable. You're awkward. You know, it's like literally hurts. You're 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna come doing that session. Like,
exactly. And
so
he's gonna be like,
damn, signs.
He'll be like, damn, girl, you took control and did backflips on it. You sure? You sure you a virgin? Be like, yeah, first time.
I'm about to throw it back.
I'll be like, oh, damn, slow down.
Like, wait, I'm gonna catch it. Hold on.
Like, you go to give him head and he think he gotta guide you or something, and then you just like going. He's gonna be like, oh.
No, that one you can say you watch something.
I practiced on the cucumber.
Right. I watched some videos and I practiced just for you.
Girl, he gonna be like, go to hell. Yo, like, nah, that is hilarious. But like, I mean, I don't have, but the thing is, like, especially with these single moms or whatever, it's like, and there's nothing wrong with being a single mom. It's just like with that logic of like, oh, well, this person is better and all of this. And it's like, there's no such thing as someone being better. Like, because to be honest, you the only one walking around with evidence that you had sex.
You literally walking around.
Like, you're walking around with evidence.
Like, because some women will say, like, oh, well, I don't sleep with every guy that I meet. But then you have like babies by three, four, five different guys.
Like, so
like your body count might be just like 3 or 5, right?
Exactly.
But you have evidence of all those 5.
Exactly. Like, so at the end of the day, like,
I'm gonna be
like, oh, okay,
you can't deny it. Like, you can't.
You're just walking away with souvenirs every
time. And
then
you know that they said that when you have a baby with somebody, like, a part of their DNA get left in you. So at this point, I'm like, you got 5 people's DNA
inside of you. And not only that, you let them release their load inside of you, all of them. And you know,
carry the baby it's a little bit. I'm like, you know, like, kids are a blessing, whatever. But it's like, damn, you didn't learn your lesson the first, the second, the third time.
Yo, actually, there was a girl. Oh my God, that's so funny. So it's so funny that you say that, because there's this girl who responded to, like, she responded. That's actually what these people are arguing under, like, that I, like, you know. So she goes, I got 4 kids and I still think that body count matters. And I was like,
how many baby daddies?
I have no idea. So, and I was like, and you didn't stop to think that maybe after the second one, you should have wanted more for yourself?
But like, sometimes I don't blame them, though. Because with the Gigi situation, I just found out about her story on TikTok today.
Who's Gigi?
She's I think like those makeup girlies that started beginning of like when YouTube with the makeup girlies.
Okay.
I don't know if she'll be in the same kind of like YouTube level as like Jackie Aina and them. But I think she's around there.
There. What happened with her?
Basically, her and her husband of 12 years, she said that according to the video,
no, but that's a husband. This girl lady ain't no wife.
Yeah, but but at the end of the day, though, that is still an ex-husband, and you got 2 kids.
That's so different because you did get chosen.
But at the same time, too, like she was saying, there are certain things that I feel like you can do to me as a person that I will halt everything if I feel like you're disrespecting the love that we share, our family that we're building, whether or not like we are married or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I feel like it takes a lot of strong people to be done bad things and just sit there and take it, because not everybody can handle that, like that heartbreak over and over and over. That to me, if I could choose, whatever, I'd rather have my kids by the same guy and then tie my tubes. But there's a certain number of kids that I want. And I don't want the way social media have set up or the way the world is going now to be like, well, if you have kids and it doesn't work out, you are a loser and you're a lose woman. Like, I don't want that. But at the same time,
I think it depends.
I don't want to stay in a situation that don't serve me anymore. Like, so it's like, sometimes I don't blame them.
Like, because for one, right? For one, I'm not having a child unless I'm married. Like, let's just start and stop right there, right? I'm not having your child and you're not my husband. Like, I'm just not doing it. And for us to be married, for you to be my husband, you have to be the one. You have to, there can't be no like trials and tribulations. There can't be like none of that. Like, the trials and tribulations can't be at my expense, at least. If it's something that's like we could get through together that has nothing to do with infidelity, abuse, or any of that, like that's not the trials and tribulations I'm talking about. Like, you know, as long as like, you know, there's still respect and whatever. Trials and tribulations I'm talking about is maybe like something happened and you lost your job, like layoffs or whatever, and then we had to work through that, like, or something like that. Like that's the hardships that, like, you know, like, or health or something like that. Like that's a hardship that I'm gonna understand, or like, you know, whatever. But all that other stuff is dead. Like I'm not doing that. So again, to start off, you got to be my husband, right? And for us to be getting married and whatever, like our love is most likely strong. There's a foundation there, right? Now we could then introduce children and start building on that, right? So so right there alone, like that's one thing, right? And there's a lot of successful marriages that last, like, you know, that don't always end up in divorce or always, and you know, like there's stuff that are, like, for example, like my parents have been married for the past 34 years. Like they're I know that's, you know, a lot of people say things are not the same or whatever, but there are so many other examples of people who have been married for a decade or two. Like there's a lot of them. So we can't keep like trying to say like, oh, like, you know, it's bound to crash or it's not going to work out, because it does, right? But if you like, so even doing that, whatever, these people who got married and then had a child or whatever, they don't fall into these categories of women that, like, you know, that are baby mamas. That's different, because the baby mama culture and stuff, it's like, I'm probably messing around with this dude and then oopsie, I got pregnant. So, well, now we're gonna have the baby. Now, like, you know, it's, you know, and then now y'all just like kind of like just co-parenting or whatever, and like it's still a broken home because it's not really something that y'all planned. It's not something that there was no foundation there. You just fell into it. Some people don't believe in
abortions too,
which is fine, but at the end of the day, you still got knocked up. You went and like carried the baby to the term, and the guy still didn't step up and say, you know what, I want you to be my wife, or I want you to do this, I want you to do that.
I don't know. It happens so much more. It's so popular, you know, and I'm now. Like, why are you? If I, for instance, I have like 2 kids, and I had it by one man, and you know it didn't work out. Whatever, God forbid, he passed away.
Yeah, that's also different.
You know, he passed away. You know, he did something to me that if I don't leave, it's gonna be detrimental to the family that I'm trying to raise as well. And then you meet another person. I need to make sure that commitment is there before, because what do I look like? I'm an example to 2 humans.
Exactly.
Why would I be out here like acting like I'm a bachelor? Like, exactly. You know what I mean? So when it becomes like the first time, the second time, it's like, damn, you're not thinking about these kids and the men that you're introducing and bringing them around. Because honestly, being in America, I find that some people can be crazy. Even in Ghana too. So some things that some men do to the children of their girlfriends, their wives. Yep. Why are you not cautious? Like, you need to be grounded, slow down. I get like being horny, whatever, in your 30s or like late 20s. But get it. Be
smart.
But you got to be smart moving forward. Like you did it the first time. Learn from your mistakes.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, at least have that commitment moving forward that, oh, okay, I need to make sure that this, that. To me, if I have 2 kids going to the next relationship, I don't want to have another. Like, that's if I can control it. But then, you know, sometimes God had like different plans. So
and maybe you might end up having a child with this person. Like, that's fine.
But it's like, I want you to have your kids, and then we could have a blended family if that's the case. Because then it's like, we both understand where we're both coming from in a situation where you're not going to use it against me for having a baby daddy that didn't work out with, and vice versa. Exactly. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes too, it could be very degrading. Like, I've heard a few stories where, you know, the women who have like multiple kids, and when an insult comes or something, they use that to kind of like, you shouldn't hold yourself to that high value because of this or because of that. So I wouldn't want to be with a man that don't have it, because you won't understand the position that I stand.
Exactly.
You know,
like it's like that is very true. The thing that like I feel like needs to, like, I don't know why or who started normalizing this type of like baby mama culture and stuff, but like it truly does need to be shamed, like, because it's crazy. Like
I think to a certain extent,
on so many levels, like not even like
because
bro.
like this lady, for instance, like yeah, she's an ex-wife now, but
she's not a baby mama. She is an ex-wife. That is so different.
So basically, it's not the fact that you have kids by a different man that you're not with. It's the fact that you were married or not.
Like not. It's more about intention.
But then some guys will be like, well, you've already been married to another. Some religious beliefs is that you can really solely be married to one person. So even if it was divorced or not, in the eyes of God, that's who you guys are blessed with first.
True. Yeah. So
some people also do not like the fact that like you've been married before and it didn't work out.
But that's not like. Cause that's different though. Like as far as like where I'm talking about like baby mama culture versus like because at the end of the day, like me getting like, so for example, right, I finally like feel like I met the one and we get married and then we have a child and then 5 years later it's like, actually this ain't working out, divorce, right? And that's like it's different because we did build something. We built a foundation. We introduced our child to something that was, and then we made a decision to like, part ways.
Sometimes it goes 72 days of marriage.
Hey, like Kim Kardashian. Like, but at least she didn't leave with the baby. Like, and then she ended up in like a marriage that lasted like a decade or so, whatever, and like, had all her kids with him, and he and his mental illnesses. But like, and things get messy, things happen or whatever. But like, again, okay, now when you think about, for example, Kylie, who went and just like had the 2 kids with Travis, but he was like kind of dogging her or whatever. He never like actually committed to her, like, he didn't propose to her, he didn't marry her or anything like that. He just kind of like, he gave her the 2 kids and then like he was doing him after. Like you see how like
she just wanted a baby.
You see that like
I think she really
I mean she's a billionaire, so it doesn't, but it does like make you look a certain way because it's like, yo, like you really like allowed this man to play in your face for some years. I think that
to me,
like,
with that, I don't know when it. With her situation, I feel like whenever she was younger, she used to have like so many dogs. Like she was like a shepherd of dogs. You could tell that she's actually like the mothering of things. So in a few episodes, you could tell like she's like, I just want a baby. I just want a baby. So I don't think that it's necessarily like she cared to have that
a better partner. Like like I understand. I understand or get inseminated. But because
that's your opinion though on him, but maybe we don't know him outside of what he portrays online.
I remember all. I remember all the like the stuff that was circulating. But
the thing is though, recently me and my boyfriend was having a conversation, right? And I heard rumors about my dad that I was just like, what?
Like people spreading rumors.
It is so untrue. That I'm just like, damn, I didn't know he was that famous. Like, for you to be in Africa somewhere, building things, and then people are here, especially Niagara Falls and the African community that knows him. Oh my God. The gossip. And I'm like, I didn't know he was that famous. But I was hearing this, I'm like, that's not true. Like, does King know that this is going on about him? Like, I was like, does he know that?
See, that's
it's like, really be twisted sometimes. But so it's like it might be famous.
If you're photographed playing in my face, bro, that's not a rumor.
But what if they weren't together at the time? Because people break up.
Yeah, but like the times I'm telling you about, like that's not the case.
I did see what you're saying.
Like,
but I'm just playing the devil's advocate.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I feel like, well, it really, when it happens to you personally, you kind of put it into perspective. Like, damn, that is so untrue. Like, where do people even make this up from? But I think that when it gets to a certain point of like a certain success, like people are just gonna talk and make up shit. So it's like,
especially
I think that
if you're like doing like, if you're there, people are always going to try to knock you off your high horse like that. That's always going to be a thing. Like, and with whatever, you're always going to have a hater. Like, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
You ain't popping.
So, but it is what it is. Like, I feel like more so what I'm criticizing is like people, I just don't feel like people are thinking about the children. They're like just serving their self-interests. And I'm even speaking from like, like kind of like personal kind of stories or whatever, where I'm just like, yo, like, you're thinking about yourself and not the child. Because people who are like, who care about the children or whatever, they wouldn't like move the way that they do. They wouldn't conceive in the way that they do. Like they're not thinking about how their actions have certain consequences. And it's like, you know, and for me, what I'm trying to say more is too, like, especially like with that whole baby mama culture or whatever, like, you know, because, you know, there's some people who's doing it to trap a guy. Like, you know, it's like, well, I'm pregnant, I got your child, whatever. Or, oh, now I'm going to take you for child support. Or like they love that. Or whatever, like they think that the baby's gonna keep the guy, and it's not, and he never even wanted to be kept, and like, so now he feels like kind of stuck in this situation. Or there are actually, like, I've seen so many people, like, you know, maybe like they've been dating for a while, she ended up getting pregnant, and then he proposed because he really wanted to choose her, he just wasn't ready at the time, and then he ended up, but like that, a child is being brought into a like a like, you know, like a like, you know, y'all are making like the decision to like start your family or whatever. Like, you know, one may have came before or after the other or whatever, but at the end of the day, he still chose you though. And he's like wanting to have this family with you. So you are not taking any L's. You are not like, you know, contributing to like the baby mom culture I'm talking about. You are actually doing something for your child, your family, and you are like, you know, so it's not like I'm saying like stuff is like, you know, like one way or has to be one way or whatever. Like, I feel like what I'm really describing is like those people who's just doing anything, like, you know, and then like, you know, or they have like the weird, you know, like people who weaponize their children even sometimes, like, you know, to try to like use the child as a pawn. Oh, now you can't see your child. Like,
that to me will forever blow me, because but the thing is though, I feel like it depends on some people. I think that honestly it has to be certain people and how they handle their emotions to do that.
Yes.
But and like I tell you, 9 times out of 10 they get out of the emotion that they were in, and then the guy has a family that, you know, he's carrying to, and now they're like, damn, you don't even do that with this kid. But when I was trying to, you was using it against me. You was saying all these things to me. You got a restraining order against me. Now the child don't even have no connection with me or his siblings, and now you're jealous. Exactly. And it happens so many times, and like, so I do appreciate women that, you know, can understand that. Like, that's why I respect Khloe Kardashian. Because I think that she really like handles that co-parenting like very well, and being able to put your feelings aside and have that guy be there for his children.
Absolutely.
And like, damn, that's very strong though. Shoot.
But she always been like the strong sister.
Yeah, but sometimes the strong people be going through it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so I mean, I will hope she finds somebody, but like, the people that she's going for, like, if I'm.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
It's the lack of discernment from a lot of people. Like, that's really what pisses me off. Like,
but that's like you though.
Like what? Which part?
She likes what she likes.
Oh,
tall athletes, black.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I know.
I get it, but at the same time, those people, like, imagine I didn't have money. I'm playing basketball. I win now. I'm making $30 million a year. And shoot, girls come on the courts, the Instagram models I was crushing over in when I was in college, now are lined up on the court for me to choose. I'm gonna fold too. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna fold.
Put a condom on. Like, oh my God.
Girl.
Put a condom on.
They got $30 million. You think they give a fuck about it?
Put a condom on so you can protect your interests, or else she's gonna get you for all that money and you're gonna be tight.
I think she needs somebody like, you know, Serena Williams' husband.
Alexis.
You know, do you see how I know him for Serena Williams' husband? Yeah, he's a billionaire. He got more money than her.
Yeah, of course.
But he's also low key.
Reddit.
Reddit, and then I think he's an investor in Roe, like the weight loss thing.
Yeah, that's why. So
you know, he got money, but you don't hear of him unless, you know, they pop out an event. I think that's the kind of person that will be good for her. But then, you know, I don't think she likes those kind of type of men.
They always go for like those popular, like that, you know, and it's just like, bro, like, go and like, you know, and I mean, I get it and all. Like, for example, Eve, her husband is a billionaire too. I don't even know who the hell that man is.
Who's Eve?
She's a rapper from back in the day. Wow, that's crazy. Just stop.
I don't know what the hell is Eve.
Oh my God. Goodness gracious. All right, you've had to hear some of her songs.
Show me. Like, sing one. Let me see.
No, because, like, I'm going to sound
freestyle
stupid.
Real quick.
I'm going to sound stupid.
I'm going to do the beat for you. Is it a rap?
Because it's not like...
Is rap?
Yeah, she's a rapper. Yo, I'm not going to... No. Like, okay. Oh, okay, you know this one. Oh, wait. Who's that girl?
I only know that part.
Okay. Do you know this one?
Oh, yeah. I know that part. I know that one.
Oh wait, let me.
Is there a picture of her? Oh, I did not know who she is.
And I'm gonna take my time.
I couldn't.
You don't know Eve?
No.
Okay, you remember this song?
You gotta shake your ass.
No? Oh my God. You are so infuriating. Goodness gracious. Oh my God. And if I was a rich girl. Na 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 na. No? All right.
Bro. Oh, I know. Na 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 na. I know that one. I know that that sound.
Bro.
No, I'm not from here, okay? Ask me anything about God. Ghana, I got you.
Like, Eve was running. Like, she was running stuff. Oh, and she was in Barbershop. The movie, did you watch that at least? I know they had those CDs in Ghana. On bootleg.
All I know is Welcome to America. Like, what is it? Welcome to America. What is that guy's name?
Coming to America?
Murphy. Yeah.
You didn't know.
Coming to America. That's it. I know that one.
You said Welcome America?
Remember when he's like, no. He's like, good. What was it? Coming to America, right? I think
yes.
Oh, good morning, my neighbors.
Oh, and then they was like, shut
the fuck up.
I could quote
and
that
then I
movie.
know Rambo. I know
you say all the movies that they had.
Yeah, if it didn't reach there, I do not know.
Barbershop definitely was on CD over there.
And I know Rihanna because like you go to every barbershop, they got the haircuts that she had that they can do. Like Beyonce is on every guy's room. Like so I know those ones and Nicki Minaj too because of her the butt.
Yeah.
We knew her too. So
that's the big three.
And Mariah because of like the Christmas.
Of course.
So other than that, and Lil Wayne, we knew, and Jay-Z, we knew them.
Oh, so all the big, she was like
the ones, the international ones.
Big though, like
I don't remember.
Damn,
her.
I guess maybe she wasn't that big, but to me she was.
And then Akon.
Oh, of course, Akon. Yeah. But as a girl growing up in the 2000s, early 2000s, whatever, Eve was dominating, at least in the radios I was listening to.
And also, I was very I was a sheltered kid. I was not allowed to do anything. Like I didn't have a phone. There was no way of like connecting to nothing.
For how long?
Till I came here, my aunt bought me a phone at 15.
God.
Even with that, there was a restriction on it.
I got my first flip phone in 7th grade. I was 12.
Even with that, there was a restriction. I couldn't use it at a certain time. I couldn't have Facebook, Instagram. I had it though, but I couldn't. Yeah.
What I really wanted was a I wanted a sidekick so bad.
But you know what's crazy?
And I couldn't get one.
Now my sister, she's like 5. She had like the newest iPhone at 5.
Yeah, they be blessing
Even
them
I
kids.
don't have a newer iPhone.
Cause
what the hell?
They be blessing these kids, like, and it's like,
what happened when I was growing up?
Exactly, couldn't have nothing.
It was fuck me.
But then again, growing up, like technology wasn't what it is now, and don't make a comment.
Even when I came here, it was just like I wasn't
make a
allowed.
comment about that.
That's crazy. I would do makeup and nail polish, and I'll get yelled at. Oh my God, I went through it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the first kid thing, but like, damn,
I didn't get to do a lot of stuff till I turned 18.
That's why I went away for college.
Like me too.
Because if I didn't go away for college, girl, I still wouldn't be sitting here.
But actually, because my mom wanted me to be less of a tomboy, so like she started like, oh, like maybe you should wear some makeup. Like so she'll buy me some stuff. So that's when I started doing eyeliner. Like she'll buy me like black pencil, and I started. That's why
African parents would be like, "Hey, no,
like
let me make sure this girl is a girl."
Like yes, so exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
So like. I think because, like, I can't do my makeup without wearing eyeliner. Like, and it's because I've been doing it since I was, like, 16. Like, just wing eyeliner. 16. Wing eyeliner. I could, even now, people will be like, "Oh my God, you do your eyeliner so well," and it's like, yeah, I could just do it in 2 seconds because I'm like a pro. Because I've been doing it for the past.
And now, when somebody else do your makeup, you wouldn't.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I get.
So, and then I started develop because then even if I tried to wear too much makeup, I'll get in trouble. So like, I started developing my makeup skills more in college or whatever because it was like, yeah, we want you to do this, but you got to keep it cute. I couldn't get like my first like bundles until like my senior prom in high school. And then after that, because I used to always get braids because I was like when my mom like allowed me to get like any different types of braids. So then after that, it was like, like after that, I just became like a bundles girly. Like, just, you don't even ever see me in braids.
Oh, yeah, because you said you don't like how your head look. Your head look.
Yeah, but it used to not look like an egg, but now it do. I don't know.
Like, you know what? I remember in school, whenever I came here, it's like I was, like you said, like you learning about yourself. And I remember there's this girl, she was so young. We were in high school. I never seen this girl without makeup, ever. Even when we had the senior, like 4 years, I never seen her without makeup.
She never came to school with nothing on her face?
Even when we had the senior lock-in, when the seniors like sleep in the was it, we were juniors.
Oh, honey, they did not allow us to do that in New York City.
Girl, I see why. Anyway, like we'll sleep in the garage, the what is it, the gym? She still had makeup on to bed.
Really?
Yes. So I think we went to Darien Lake. We went to not Darien Lake. Our senior trip. We went to Disney World, and that's the only time I seen her without makeup, because she went to we all went to the pool, and you can't have makeup in the pool. So
what does she look like?
She looked like she looked a little sick because all we
just
know
so like is her makeup.
It's like that makeup face. So now without makeup, we were like, "Are you?" I was like, "Oh, she just don't have makeup on." But that's you. So now we all thought she looked weird because of that. So after that, I got traumatized a little bit. I'm like, every once in a while, I can wear my braids. I can wear my bundles. I need to have my fro out. I need to go outside without my makeup. I can't lose that confidence of who I am behind the makeup and the wigs. Because after
like
that,
you doing too much.
Then you start finding things that to be insecure about because you keep hiding it for so long that it becomes part of your personality.
Like, yeah, but there's nothing that's gonna convince me to do like if I do certain braids, it could be boho or something. I'm telling you, my head is shaped like an egg, bro.
It probably does not.
It didn't give that in high school though. Like I think my head changed shape.
Cause you got used to a certain look. You're not letting your true, like you're not seeing it as much. So you get used to one look all the time.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna show you.
Do a cornrow and FaceTime me.
I will. I'll send you pictures from every angle.
Think you have like a Hausa head.
Girl,
like a Hausa person head.
It's just an egg.
That's the Hausa, like Northerners. They got that head. You got like Amelia head. Like those people be having the best cocoa and kose.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to show it because you got a Muslim head.
Girl, because like, you see how, like, you could sit there and do the straight backs? Like, and it's like, oh, cute. I can't do that.
I think you can. Because I still have that. Like,
you do have a head that you could grip really nice. Like, but bro. Like,
Mia looked at me and said, damn, you look Ghanaian from the back.
Yes. Like, yours is like, yours you could grip it like this. Mine, you have to, like... be like, hey.
I get built-in ponytail.
Like your head, like, you could grab it, it's nice and like, nice and even. Mine, you just gotta grab my head like that. Like, I'm telling you.
No, that's hilarious.
So, oh my God, we were supposed to talk about the Ghana UN thing.
What happened?
Oh my God. Ghana spoke at the United Nations to essentially get them to acknowledge the transatlantic slave trade being the gravest crime against humanity. And I believe like the majority voted in favor of it. The European countries, of course, they abstained because they were the perpetrators. And the United States, Israel, and Argentina, no surprise with Argentina because they are some like weird racist weirdos. But the United States and Israel, they voted no. And like it was just so funny to me because I was like, yo, these FBA people that be like, oh, we are indigenous Black Americans or whatever, like indigenous to the United States. This is our land or whatever. That's like that. The same people that be fiending for reparations and stuff like that. Your own, because you're Aboriginal, right? Your own country voted against voted against acknowledging this. And
but they don't identify themselves as like an origin of Africa, so they won't vote in favor of it.
Who, the FBA people?
Isn't those people that said they're indigenous people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so mind you, that them trying to get that recognition is like a step towards like even trying to get reparations for people who are descended from the slave trade. Because like, acknowledging this is like a step towards that. Because it's like, okay, well, this is recognized as the gravest crime against humanity. So like, what are the next steps to rectify what you did to these people? And then like they could probably start discussing whatever. So it's like some of these FBA people that talk about reparations and all this other stuff, like, and it's just, because a lot of them, they were like, oh, Ghanaians can't Ghana can't speak for us. They're the ones that sold us. And it's like, well, not Ghana, like the present day Ghana. So whoever was there all back then, which were all tribes and stuff, is different from present day Ghana.
Like, Ghanaians are too nice.
Like, but Ghanaians
are too nice.
Ghanaians are too nice.
No, I feel like sometimes they really don't like. They would do like to themselves, like your neighbors might hate you for you, but when an outside person comes in, everybody comes together to praise that person. So I feel like that's how we got colonized, honestly. But honestly, sometimes though.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I look at other like other parts of Africa, like where B is from, for instance, like how because they weren't colonized, certain Western ideas didn't come. Mm-hmm. Even to this day, while we're in like 24, are we still in the 21st century? Or we moved up? Okay. I can't remember, girl.
Like, we're not going to see the 22nd century.
There is still time where they go, like, the dry season without food. That people actually, like, perish because there's no food.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm like, how do they not know farming, preservation? Yeah. Because, honestly, sometimes I'm like, I think that, like,
or being
colonized helped. Because they don't have a clue. Like they're so they don't know.
I know what you're trying to say, but I don't think you mean colonization. I think you mean just introduction of other ideas.
But they were so close from the beginning that like with us it's like, okay, you see somebody come from on the Gold Coast, like where like they usually like got off the boat, whatever. And then you see them like bless you. You see them like, oh yeah, come in. Let's show you this. Mm-hmm. But with them, they're like, turn back.
See, yeah, like so you're not getting introduced to like any
coming in, and then they're when you bring things in, the taxes on importation is like 100%. So if you buy something for $1,000 and you bring it to that country, you got to pay $1,000 on that same goods. So because of that, there isn't a lot of trading going on.
Yeah,
and I feel like trading is a part of economy. So it's made these people feel like there's literally not much trading going on because it's so expensive. And it's like, I feel like because of the introduction of other outside ideas is what's helped Ghana. But I think that we were honestly too nice. It's not like we were willingly got colonized. It's just like something that, they come, we welcome, and then it was
they thought it was going to be beneficial also because it's like they brought stuff, and they were like, oh, because what, like,
and then you can't take a knife to a gunfight. So it's like right there we lost.
Have you watched The Woman King? It was on Netflix. Mm-hmm. You watched it with Viola Davis. Mm-hmm. I feel like that movie is such like a accurate depiction of what was happening.
I can't remember clearly, but
like
I think
based on history. Idea. Like so, because what it was, because they're like, oh, like these people were selling their own people, but it's like they were selling prisoners of like war and stuff. Like they'll go probably have like a fight with the tribe, they'll defeat the tribe, they'll take prisoners, or they'll have prisoners. So then they're like, well, this ain't my people, so here, like, take them or whatever. And they don't even, probably don't even know what's even happening after. They're just like, well, these are prisoners. And like, so, some of the criticism I would see, I'm not sitting here justifying like the slave trade. Like, let's not. Let's not, because that shouldn't have happened. Like, but what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm talking about, like, some of the misinformation that gets spread.
People
like,
are gonna believe what they want to believe.
Not really like misinformation, really, but people who don't really read, like, they don't pay attention to history, don't read books, like, don't, like, that's what I'm. So what I'm trying to say is that, like, for example, right, we have a prison system here, and there are some states that have the death penalty, right? Where, like, they're killing these people, whatever. Or like, there's people with life in prison. They're probably, there's people that they put in like solitary confinement for a long time. They don't, they're just not in society anymore. They're barely even around people or anything like that. So it's almost as if them taking the death row people, solitary confinement people, and maybe even the life in prison people, or whatever the case is, these, like, and then like, just removing them from their, like, and trade, okay, you want people, all right, here, take these people because they're not, members of our society.
Because another thing that I saw was like, I don't know if it was like an AI, but it was like the best way to bring down a country or a place is to turn the people against each other.
Of course.
And I feel like white people are so good at that. Like, Americans are so great at that because, okay, why are we giving you our prisoners? Why don't you bring your prisoners to us?
You're like, right.
Well? They would not do that.
And mind you,
but they would take yours, though.
And the funny thing is, I'm not only, like, mind you, I'm only talking about that part of it and stuff. Like, they they took people. They took people. They took people.
Because
they didn't just, it wasn't just that.
If you go to the Elmina Castle in Ghana with the stories that I feel like sometimes it's twisted to make the story make sense. There is some people that greedily will want to have a certain position with the white men.
Yeah.
And, like, will sell out some people.
Yes,
but
they were doing that.
There was also times where it got to a point where, like, oh, these people are stupid.
Yeah. We
have guns. They got spears. 1-on-1, we probably might win if we went to a fist fight. But it's a gun. And it literally started with, like, like, men were getting raped in their homes where their wives were at.
Yep.
The wives were being taken. The children were being handcuffed. They were
doing all of that because it started like, so, like, what I was, like, it started off as like, oh, okay, yeah, let's trade, whatever. Then it turned into like we can take more. Exactly. We're just gonna do what we want.
So
and they did.
That's what happened. Yeah. So it's not like, okay, it started off like, okay, yeah, go get these people. No, no.
Like, yeah, no. It started off as like, them thinking something themselves. And trying to be, these people, they're bringing like their, like. Oh, they got guns. Ooh. If I give you like my gold and some people, you're gonna give me these guns.
They were
like,
literally trading gold for a mirror.
Yeah.
Powder. Clothes. The Bible. They used church.
Yeah.
Brainwash them.
Yeah.
Okay, stop believing in your stones and your gods. Believe in the Christianity. That's how they got these people.
Yes, of course.
It was all things that was made up to, like, get them to be on a certain side. That's all the Christianity over there started.
Yeah, and why they speak English, like, plus like the other languages.
But
it was just so funny to me how, like, I was like, okay, well, it took an African country, Ghana, right?
Sometimes I'm like, I wish Muhammad would just mind his business.
Like, to come and like get this thing acknowledged on a global scale or whatever, and like, and you FBA people are still mad.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I love
being that this country was built on the backs of slaves.
I love Muhammad and what he's doing for Ghana, but when it started off with the gold being closed to the outside world, now you got to go through the gold pod to like get gold and pay taxes on it. Now addressing, like, Trump had said that Africa's were like gutters or something like that. Muhammad was doing a speech and mentioned that, like, we are people of, like, he's really standing up for, but I'm like, certain things don't, I feel like Ghana, we've been so at peace with the outside thing going on. I feel like, sometimes when you put your mouth into things that don't really concern as much, that's when you bring undesired attention.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's like right now you want to fix the roads and make the commute shorter. Let's focus on that. You already did the goal. Let's focus on that. Let's try to save as much money as we can. Let's rise our company, increase our military. Let's strengthen it.
But you never but it could be that it could be that he's feeling like that can him
help broader
and even probably get maybe. I just feel like maybe he maybe there's a reason for it.
Maybe, but I don't know.
That could also benefit these coastal countries on the West Coast. You know, so not the West Coast, well, the Western Africa. Ghana,
the best side of Africa, the best west side of Africa. You cannot argue with me.
They'll try.
Nigerians in the comments are gonna start anyway.
They know Nigerians know they need to be quiet. Literally. Come on, bro. That's the same reason why y'all all run into Ghana. Stop it.
Right.
Anyway, don't even start.
I feel it, but the thing is though, the relationship between Nigerians and Ghana, I see it as two siblings fighting. I really don't see it as something serious because even let's say that Nigeria goes to the World Cup, you know who's gonna be supporting them? Ghanaians.
I know.
And vice versa. But it's when we're playing against each other, look, I don't know you. Exactly. You don't have lights in your country.
That's how it is.
Exactly. So it's I don't think that it's really that serious. But
it's not.
Yeah, some people just be blowing out of proportion. Relax.
Yeah, it's not that deep. Relax.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us for today's episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.